Hello everybody, Intervision of 7 here, back with another video. So, yeah, this is a 2v2s. Well, another 2v2 in my series. Yeah, we'll go with slither based deck. So we got Apep here. He gives you free cards with his level up, and his shield totem just can give you some extra health throughout the game. His basic attack gets better with 5+ mana cards. I don't need to talk about him too much in detail. He's mostly not too complicated. So, the idea behind Slither, or kind of they had an expansion where they got this Call Slitherbound, and then there's units that have Sacrifice that care about Call Slitherbound, and this unit has Call Slitherbound. So how Call Slitherbound works is, I can play this Rabid Prowler. One of my cards will get a Slither or a Slitherbound unit attached to it, and then whenever I play that card, I just get it just spawns a Slitherbound unit. And Slitherbound here are these guys. So there's a dart. So this is a card. This is a card here, just Slitherbound, and you get one Lancer and one Darter. So the melee guy, his attack does a little bit more damage, but the Darter is just generally always better because ranged attack is nice. And their big thing is they're a nice cheap unit that can inflict a lot of damage because they inflict poison, and the poison does damage over time. It does 10 damage every 0.5 seconds, or 20 damage every second. And every time they attack something, they apply poison for 6 seconds. So if the Lancer attacks something once, it kind of technically does 70 damage over the course of a couple seconds. And then they can... So the more instances of poison that's applied, the duration just gets increased. So that's nice. So you get these. So every time I play Call Slitherbound, add a Slitherbound minion to a Slither card in your hand. And then it summons all of them whenever I summon a unit. So like I can play this Rabid Prowler, and it might hit like this Cage Prowler, which is a Slither unit. Or building. Okay, it only applies to minions. So the building wouldn't work, but it could apply to like the Musketeer here, who's just a Slither minion. So I can play that, it will get there, and then whenever I play this, I'll summon an extra one of those guys. And it stacks up to 3, so you can have no more than 3 on a unit. So like one of the things, say I just play this, call Slitherbound, and I can play Slither units and just get a little bit of extra, oomph with my units. There's also this Sacrifice unit or ability, where kill all Slitherbound units you command. So when you summon it, it kills all of them, and then it says gain range if you sacrifice at least one Slitherbound. So the idea with like Rabid Prowlers, you want to get Call Slitherbound 1 on him. You just want to get one on him, and then you play him, and you kill just one Slitherbound. But, paying 1 mana to give Prowler Rage is really strong. So that's the idea behind that. But if you have 3 of them on it, it will kill all of them. It'll kill all Slitherbound you have, so you got to try to make sure your timing's right with that. And then Herald Almir is kind of like the big payoff guy for Sacrifice. So he's got Call Slitherbound to himself, so whenever you play him, he'll give one of your Slitherbounds actually 2 stacks of it instead of 1. So he'll summon 2 Slitherbound. And it's random between Darters and Lancers. And then his thing is Sacrifice. So whenever he dies, or is about to die, or I think it's 0 health or 1 health, he'll do this Sacrifice, and he'll kill all your Slitherbound units, and for each Slitherbound killed, he'll heal himself for 75 health. So if there's 3 Slitherbounds, about what you want, because he'll heal almost the full at 225. And yeah, just kind of, doubling up on his health is actually really nice, because he's a flying unit that does really high melee damage. Well, that's like, these are the 2 kind of like big synergy cards with the Call Slitherbound. Playing Living Statues with any Call Slitherbounds on is nice, because this thing will just tank, because it's got a lot of health and moves slow. And the Slitherbounds will just, they'll just start an attack all of the little stuff that's killing him, and they'll just get some nice damage. Annihilator, I have Annihilator here because I kind of need ranged units and AoE units, and it's both in one. It's a ranged unit that does solid AoE damage, and yeah, I like Annihilator. You can't go wrong with him. Musketeer is a melee unit, so he's really good against like Cleavers and Colossalus and stuff with really slow attack or really high attack delays, because he'll deflect a melee unit then repose for double damage, and he can deflect like every 2 or 3 seconds. So basically he'll like do, whenever he deflects, he completely nullifies the melee damage, and then he'll attack for 130 damage. He does like a little dash. So he's good as like he's good against specific melee units like Cleaver and Colossalus are like 2 of the best things he's really strong against. And against other stuff he won't do bad. And he does really high DPS, to 65 DPS, so you can play him as like a tank shredder. He'll just shred through it. And his health isn't the highest at 230, but it's more. He's got also the call slither bound, just nice little extra stuff. But for the damage you get in his riposte, his health isn't as much of a problem. Hypnotize, so it's got call slither bound too, just for playing it. And then basically, this is really nice in 2v2s because you play this on a big group of enemy minions and they just all fight each other. And turns out that's really strong. Got raised 4.5 and lasts for 6 seconds. Got Fireball because I really like Fireball. Poison Strike because it's Slither and it can stack the Slither Bound. So what happens with Slither Bound on this is if you play Poison Strike, the Slither Bound just summon on your Master Tower. They don't summon where the spell goes. Then I like Cage Prowler. It's so you play it, you can get a 2-mana discount on your Prowler, but you gotta wait 20 seconds or your opponents can kill the building. And then Slither Bound. So yeah, Slither stuff. And this guy, Apep, is the Mighty Slither God. So you know it's all thematic. Slithers are like half meme-ish. They're not super memey. Yeah, we'll just play a couple 2v2s and see what happens. Hopefully our opponents blow up horribly and we kill their hopes and dreams. And that can make me sad too. So I'm at the rank where people actually play to win. So, oh well. So we got Apep, Marilia, and Motor. And we'll just see what happens. So with this hand, I could consider playing just the Prowler that costs 1 more, because sometimes Prowler's good, it depends on what they play. Paying 1 more for this sometimes is not bad. Or Annihilator. So against Cleaver, so my opponent's going to do Scratch One was nice, and I'll play this Prowler here. No, it's Illusionary Cleaver. Lol, 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 lol. Okay, this is where Fireball will save the day. I'll just play that there so Wolfman doesn't get pooped on. And yeah. No one's playing anything for this bridge yet. What? I guess you want to play that when you got something behind it. I really don't like playing Annihilator with nothing to support it, but oh well. If it gets shield, that's nice. It didn't proc. My hand's just kind of underwhelming. Sniper. So Poison Strike's alright here. Getting the health raw from the Succubus is nice. Get an extra XP. Okay, so they're gonna put out there to tank. I'll play that. It kind of gives a little zone of denial for a hot second. And it shouldn't kill. Okay, when it blew up, it shouldn't have had it downside. Okay, so we spawned that. Now it's nice. This isn't the best use of him, but he's just gonna do alright. So like the unit I like to play a lot, I'll play this in the back and then it should get some nice, they're supported there. So now Herald Almir is just going to kind of sit in my hand until he's good to play, and he's going to be good to play. So it looks like they're playing a Doctor Discount deck. Oh, there's a Herald Almir there. Alright, so this will do good against the Crag Ghoul that's about to spawn out of that. He'll get some discounts, but you know, for 8 mana, he's going to be really underwhelming there. And we can kind of just let him see. So now this is where I'm going to wait. I'm going to play this now in case he gets hit and dies. All these Slither bound back here. So now he's going to, hopefully okay, so then he gets fully healed back up. And it turns out that's pretty nice. Lots of cleavers. Crackle decks. So I can play this. There's enough stuff to tank for this Annihilator where he'll be okay. And I'm probably just gonna play this, okay, to tank the Crackle, or my teammate can just, you know, do that too. That works, I guess. Alright, so this is where this is really good. These units will attack each other, and oh yeah, killing that healer is nice. Fortunately, that wasn't a real cleaver. So this can tank for free, and then I can play this. Fortunately, I haven't been getting rage on that. And it looks like we'll get enough burst damage. Aha! It still... or no, it died. Alright, so I gotta play this here, because we don't want to tank this guy. That guy hurts a lot. Stun Lancer actually has longer attack range than his spin. That's kind of interesting. So Wolfman's just gonna do his UFO beams, and they'd hurt a lot. I might save for Poison Strike. So Poison Strike will actually kill that, so I'll just do that. We get some value, but the Poison Strike will do its work there. Just killing that slowly. Put a slither down here. Maybe the darter. No, darter only. Okay, it's gonna die. Alright, so I'm gonna fireball, kill that Almir. No, actually, it was the Craggle that was damaged. And our teammates have been just taking a shellacking, or teammates, my enemies. Alright, so this guy should do okay here. So Craggle's going to attack the monkey. Wasn't the greatest idea. So this is where this is necessary. Okay. May have overreacted with that slightly, but tanked a little bit. Hey look, I got Call Slurred on it. So now it's got Rage. It's going to do a lot of damage. Lots of Craggles. I like that deck's fun to play. Sometimes it isn't the greatest. Let's play Living Statue here. This thing's attack doesn't do much. The Living Statue doesn't actually attack. And the Darters will just... I'll just play this there. Maybe I'll get the Prowler out of it. Okay. Ravenous Swarmers are scary. Well, let's play this there. This isn't the best use, but getting the... I don't know, whatever damage on that would be nice. See, Almir is what I should play here. Just do all that damage because he can't attack him. Lots of cleavers from our opponents. For the dragon. We'll play that. If he gets another auto attack or two. One. Okay, he got some extra damage there. Alright, so this is good to play if they play more stuff with their dragon. I'm going to play this here. Play that to distract everything so they're in it, and now they should kill each other. So that's a really good use of the spell there. Got a bunch of value out of just damage. Oh yeah, look at all that value we got there. Okay, I'm going to play that to tank the cleaver a little bit. He's just going to suicide out there. He got one hit. Okay, not sure if I can play this there because they're supporting it behind. These will do some. We'll stack up some poison and do some damage. Okay. This is good here. Constant Craggles are annoying. Looks like they got a Ravenous Swarmer back, which is nice. Okay. Except we're just getting buried in cleavers. Okay, so that's nice. It does a lot of damage to the Master Tower. I'll do that there because these units should fight each other. That should be nice. Oh, actually, the Stun Lancer was... Oh, well. So at this point, they're low enough to fire... Well, just fireballing their Master Tower while not doing anything is fine because Marilla can heal a little bit, but that should be good. So they get back Dragon Whelp. That's not that scary. Damn, succubus. I'll say I get that Prowler going. I got my ability shield. Cleavers. And Illusionary Cleaver for Cleaver. Alright. So he's getting pooped on by the Stun Lancers, so he's actually not a threat. Unfortunately, he was on cooldown for that, so that's how it goes. I don't know what I was thinking there. Looks like we got him there. They're actually... That was really close as far as mana goes. We were only 2 XP behind, but... Throughout the course of the game, we just did nice chip damage to him, and it worked out. Alright. Do a handful more games, and yeah. Maybe give someone who wants to play Slither, you know, go full hard, go with the Slither God and all the Slither units, and yeah, well, this may be a good inspiration for someone who wants to do that for whatever reason. I don't know why you would. This Slither, like the Call Slither Bound's like a nice, just gravy mechanic. The constant cleaver pressure last game was interesting. So we got Milloween against Milloween and Slowbringer. So this Hypnotize sometimes is hard to get super useful value out of it, but when it's good, it's really strong. So playing Living Statue in the back is almost never a bad play. So I'm just going to start with that. It's a little slow, but the Ravenous Swarmers should eat one of them. Yeah, they just do such high damage. So I'll start this in the back because it's unlikely that this will take much damage with that being there. So it looks like it's going to get countered by the building, which is unfortunate. Okay, my teammate stunned it. They played Hypnotize there. So now the unit that normally only attacks buildings will actually override it and it will attack anything. That's okay. It was only 5 mana invested in that. Okay. So the Swarmer is just solid. Okay, they play Guardian there. That Guardian kind of not worth tanking super hard for that. They got a good spell there. You know, talking about stuff and not paying attention to my mana. Okay. So now we've got Golem here with this. So this is a scary push starting on for my team opponents. I'll play Herald, Almir. I don't like playing Herald and Almir super aggressively, but it's okay. So I can Hypnotize stuff and... Okay, so Hypnotize here I think will be okay. So now they should attack each other or stop stunning there. And I got some guys in plays in case this dies. I'm just going to get ready to Poison Strike to summon more. And okay, well, the Resurrecting thing didn't really do much there, but... Yeah, without support, the Slitherbound are really underwhelming. Actually, I'll just play this. So this is nice, you can just play this in the back and eventually it'll get you value. And a Prowler is strong enough that even where you're playing 3-4, even in the back delayed, it normally will do alright. Okay. They played a guy to try to murder my building, which I wasn't going to be super sad about because it's a 4 mana card to try to kill that. I want to fireball that unit there if my opponent... Okay, they didn't play Guardian. There we go, we got our Prowler. And it looks like it's just going to get... yeah, all the shit targeting it. So this is a good mini tank here. It's cost free, so it's got decent health. We'll just tank there. So this is where this is good. It will just deal high damage here to where I need damage to break through this Guardian. Unfortunately, it died to spells. So once this dies, I'll have another tank here, so that's nice. And this anti-tank building's going to die soon. Call Slitherbound. It's going to do a little bit of damage there. That's alright use of it. So this should be good here. So that's going to kill the Scrat, and then, yeah, that was good value there. The Rabid Prowler will charge in there. He does a lot of damage with Rage. Charge there. That's why I like Prowlers. They're nice. And if he makes it to the Master... Okay, he's going to charge and kill the building. So if they make it to the Master Tower, they do some work. And there you go. He pushed through there and we got some damage in. I'm going to Poison Strike the Archers because that's an even trade. So you can tank a little bit of damage on that before the Prowler spawns. And sometimes they do that where they... Oh my god. Okay, yeah, so there's Nightmare Fuel for it. So I'll play Herald here. I didn't need to do that. But basically, the Herald just did a lot of damage there to where I needed it. So it looks like we're ahead in XP by a little bit. So I'm going to play this here to start tanking the Stormbringer shots. And I got Undying Skeleton for my perk 3. Just solid... Alright, melee unit, and then he comes back so many seconds after he dies, and then I'll start this here, because this is a good push. Looks like the building got pooped on. They're trying really hard to kill that Golem. Yeah, looks like they're about to have a bad day. So I'm going to get ready to... When they play some stuff, make it fight themselves. They're playing lots of spells to try to answer stuff. The fireball just ends up being better. Do some master tower damage and... So you see, every time I get this, I just play it in the back. I believe... Okay, so they're gonna wheel it. So that was a 4... Okay, they did some master tower damage. But that was a 4 mana card there. They killed my 3 mana card. So I'm not super sad about that. That really wasn't worth it there. So the more expensive Prowler just gets a lot of value there. So that's okay. Okay, looks like we're going to need the Herald to do damage. I'd like him to play something. Okay, so there's something there. Okay, so the Skeleton resurrected. I just needed something to tank the Herald for the Herald for just a microsecond so he didn't instantly just die. Alright, so they put some good pressure on us there. That's actually pretty close. Now, we're still ahead on XP. We definitely took some... I keep forgetting about the damn shield totem. The Herald already resurrected. He can't resurrect more than once. I think we're just going to wait for Mana Frenzy, and then we should just win from there. And this is what Milloween does. She gets a big scary golem, and it just gets a lot of value. I'm going to play this in front, because if they play the Rammer guy who just hard targets buildings, it will attack that first. And we're low enough to where we don't want to be taking damage. If we can avoid it. Okay, let's do that there. Do some damage to that Guardian, so there's less of a layer of defense on that Golem. And then that Prowler will get in there and do some good damage to it. Now we got Mana Frenzy, so we should be okay. Just play the Herald aggressively. So there's like both strategies: trying to go Golem with big push, and had Guardian try to protect it. And just, you know, do your Mana Frenzy plays. Ooh, that was a pretty close game, though. Other than the opponents being decently behind on XP, it was close up until we got Mana Frenzy.
You get a reward. You get a reward.
You get a reward. Everyone gets a reward. Alright. Random glory key. Usually really minor rewards. Cool. Alright, and now we will play more games where I just kind of... I mean, my plays here it's not a super hard deck to play. The thing with Apep is you need to actually remember you have Shield Totem and play it, which a lot of times I forgot to play it when I probably should have. Oops. Also, it turns out talking while, you know, playing a game makes it a little hard. So I'm just going to start with that. I always like just playing it. They're going to wheel it. And that's fine, because that cost them 4 mana, and that was only a 3 mana card. So like you can just, a cheap card to just cycle the bridge. It's not going to get any value, but... it got a tiny bit. But it also played double Spirit. So the best thing to do about this is just let this push over, and then Herald it. Or get some DPS in here, like this unit. This unit does a lot of damage. So they're going to have a lot of healing here, but we can out-damage it. Or we can just fireball the triple healer. Because I don't know why anyone would do that. And there you go. They have absurd healing there, but they had no damage, so their healing was just kind of sad. I'm probably going to Rabid Prowler here if my teammate doesn't have anything to take it, because it's... I can just play Demon Warrior. I don't have Call Slither bound on Rabid Prowler yet. I'm going to Poison Strike this. So it's going to die. Even though that's going to die. So... there, we're just getting a little bit of damage in with our push. Got Boomer. So this will one-shot the Succubus. So I'm just going to wait a hot second. Or that's going to happen. Damn spirits. That was just sadness. I'll play those though. I really don't like that building for some reason. So that's a 5-mana card there to, you know, again, try to kill my 4-mana card. So this should be good. Having them units fight each other, I get some value out of that. And that's where he does nicely there. Oh, ranged unit to try to kill Succubus. If she gets stunned by Stun Lancers, they won't affect. Pretty sure, yeah. Okay, they just YOLO'd that. Whoops, I didn't want to play that. Oh well. So if we get early aggressive with spells there, this won't do anything. So that's nice, that's dead. I'll take a little bit. Poison strikes actually right there. I'll play that while they're one of them in play, just to get the rage on that. It'd be nice if we catch up in XP a little bit. You should split your stun lancers, bro. Oh. Nice, the Succubus died. So I can play this here and there's nothing threatening here, so that's nice. We need to do big damage to that guy. Even though he's got no health, he's got Divine Shield, and I really don't want to tank that nasty damage. Yeah, we just denied a lot of damage there. I'll play this to tank for the... So they're playing an oddly expensive Demon Warrior deck with King Puff. That's kind of cool. If he ever gets to the point where King Puff is actually, you know, getting the upgraded Demon Warrior. Alright, so I'll just play Healy Monkey here, just to tank mostly, and then I'll play some units in the back to start flanking the dragon. The only purpose that monkey had there was just to tank the dragon, basically. Now we're going to do a bunch of damage with that. Poison Strike, there's a lot of shit there. Okay, so now the biggest thing is just trying not to get too far behind an XP where Mana Frenzy fucks us. Because I think we've got kind of more of an advantage between our level 3s and their level 3s. Because her level... So Morelia's level 3 was just dealt with, and it didn't do too much, to be completely honest. Volko's level 3 is scary, where it gives rage all their melee minions, so it affects both of them. But King Puff's minions are just getting free buffs. I'm just gonna play that arrow in the back because I really don't have many great plays, and it seems like we're kind of just out tempoing our opponents now. So this will summon 2 Slither bound. So okay, it's both Lancers, unfortunately. I'll Fireball. I got lots of healers. I'll play Healy Monkey against Healy Monkey. And it looks like they're at 4 or 5 out of the Demon Warrior. So here, the Herald got healed a little bit, so he's going to do some, well, not a lot of damage, but he did something. So the next Demon Warrior they play now is really strong. I'll Poison Strike. That's not really going to kill the healers. That was not great. It might kill some of the skeletons. I'll play this back. Okay. There's lots of healers, and they didn't kill them. Well, that's a problem. So whip guy is gonna be nice to help kill all that shit where we needed damage. Or, yeah, it's not good though. It is definitely bad. I just stacked up all the healers and health buffs. That's kind of a depressing way to lose. We were definitely gonna win with the Demon Warriors. Well, so my teammate was trying. They even had a wild. Okay, I don't like the. Okay, so I'm just gonna give my teammate some criticism here. And it's honest criticism. So Demon Warrior here is from the 5th time this card is played in Beyond. It has triple health and damage, and it's really strong. It has 900 health and 300 damage a swing. And King Puff can buff it with Rage or Shield whenever it's played. So the idea behind this is you kind of want a cheaper deck so you can play this Demon, so you can get to this 5th time and play more otherwise. Because Demon Warrior here is 300 health and 100 damage. It's like close to a Warrior almost as far as stats go. It does a little bit more damage, but it's got less health. So you can compare it to like a 3-mana melee unit. So you're sinking, you're sinking 2 mana every time to try to get that. So the idea is, like King Puff here only likes 4 and 5 cost cards, which is nice, but they had 2 copies of Stun Lancers and Annihilator. So if you're going to do that with King Puff, that's okay, but I'm not a fan of Demon Warrior with that strategy. I would have taken this out and just put, like, I don't know, like this Defense Show Chopper or like Scrap Tank or something. Well, this is just some honest criticism from my teammate there. I mean, you're free to do whatever you want, but just currently, if it was my shoes, if I were to make the Demon Warrior deck with King Puff, and the thing with that too is your deck can't be that cheap. So Demon Warrior with King Puff, like by the time you get Demon Warrior to actually be really strong for what you pay for it, you want to play a deck to where you can consistently get that about level 3. And you've seen it was level 3 going towards Mana Frenzy, and it just wasn't great. Annihilator's alright against little bands of skeletons. We'll stack up. Oh, there's a Shadow Whelp there that just died.
I am an evidence.
We'll take the sniper scrap might not die to that. So basically this here just spawns little skeletons. Doesn't look like it. I'll play this and maybe I'll get the Call Slither bound on this, and then this will dash to that. And, oh, yeah. Good use there. So that's kind of like a thing. So I knew the Call Slither bound was going to maybe go on that. So this... Okay. So on a Poison Strike, that would have killed them units with 130 health. So I just got a cheap bat unit that kind of does alright damage and just takes bridges. So kind of a nice combo is like this living statue is strong with Annihilator behind it if they don't fireball it or anything. So yeah, fireball that because it has 140 health and it won't die to the 130 that this will end up doing over the course of time it's played. It's going to hit a lot of units and do some damage. I could have hit the Dragon Whelp, but it was played just a little bit after. So this against that's just gonna lose, even though it's sad stats. That's not really worth it. I'll play this to give more targets for that when that dies. So maybe it doesn't hit my herald. Okay, it hit one of the owls. Nice. I'm just gonna hold on to Derpy Bat. It's nice to take a bridge for free. I'm just not having great scenarios for my spells. This is one of them units where if they play something near it, it's really good to... Ooh, that's interesting. So this unit is going to blow up and do 200 damage to everything, so I can just kind of... Boom, so we didn't take 200 damage, they did. They stop burning mana. Actually, it's better to... Powers too. Looks like we got Dragon coming up here soon. That Annihilator though. Meh. Oh, yeah, that was killed the Stormy, I guess. Just waiting for the dragon. Probably will get played here. I got played up top. That's okay. Yeah, that's a lot of slither down. Like the Derpy Bet. Deploy that there. And then try to get this where it's going to dash the dragon. Then I can play this to the super tank for the... Okay. Well, it's not going to tank the dragon because bad luck. So now I got to wait for it to lock onto the master tower. F in chat there. Just awkward plays. That's good there. Play this. Okay, so now that their level 3 is dealt with, they caught back up in XP, but they're still behind. That's just a little something. Okay, so this is where this is good. So now they're going to kill each other. So that's going to kill that skeleton, and that skeleton's a high threat. Well, let's play this there, and, you know, it'll be sad. That can actually... Okay, so that's going to be a lot of damage on our teammates. Our opponents. Which is nice. UFO beam's targeting us, but we've got this tower to tank a little bit for us. And it's not great, though. UFO beam guy hurts a lot. What the fuck's this? Random skeleton. Okay, well now we died of fireball because fuck us, I guess. I think the best is to try to use Herald to maybe... It's so depressing we're on Dialed Mana Frenzy, probably. Actually, okay, so I need to cycle to my totem, so I'm just gonna play cards super willy-nilly and try to, yeah. Another dragon. Alright, so now I've got to pay attention to when they play Fireball and counter it with this. We might be able to win. Or any spell that's going to kill us, which is just Fireball. Alright, so I'm assuming this is Zone of Denial now. So I believe... Oh, fuck. I don't think we were ahead enough to kill them there. That's not good. I thought for a second we were ahead enough that we could have just killed them, so that's why I did that. So, fuck. God damn it. Sons of bitches. That was my game to lose. That's where the shield totem's really strong now. R.I.P. Okay, well, everyone who did watch through this, we didn't do too bad. And anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, and until next video, bye-bye.